Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Man, look at all you beautiful people. Look at the backdrops. People got it going on, man. I caught a lot of heck. Just so you guys know, people were
Well,
sending me
that's
ironing
the way I've
board
been. It's very
pictures
tough.
in closets. Don't forget to mute your mics. This is so funny. People were sending me pictures of closets with ironing boards. I got razzed for that little tirade I went on last week. I love you guys. You're spunky. I mean, people are like, is this okay? I love
I'm
it.
actually in a closet, Brent.
I went on a rant about ironing boards and closets in the background. So nothing personal. I really wasn't looking at the screen. I think there was somebody who had an ironing the board in the back. I would never pick on anybody. But
Video.
it was too funny. I can hear you guys talking, whoever that is. Steve Evans, Clark Broom, Rick Violette, Trish Caballero. Your mic is hot. If you guys could crank those mics, because I know you take a call, you forget. So Steve Evans and Rick Violette and Trish Caballero, there we go. Hit those babies. Awesome. Welcome. We're letting people in. Oh man, we got a great 1% club meeting today. I am loaded for bear. I'm like freaking out excited. I mean, I'm literally like, ready to go. And Lou is like frozen in place. It's like a picture of Lou. It's just like,
Oh, I'll put it in there. I worked out.
I like it, Lou. No, it's good, Lou. If you're like shirt off and your pump chest, it's good. We can't see all that goodness here. We can get too excited.
Hey, Lou's got some guns.
He doesn't. He on the golf course, he can outdrive all of us, man. Just
Yeah, but I can't score.
yeah, well, that's life, right?
Hey, Brent, I told Gene when we left there last time, I said my goal, he keeps telling you have big hairy goals.
Yeah.
And I said my goal is I am going to beat you one time this year.
Ooh, to Gene?
To Gene.
Nice.
We're headed to Florida for 6 weeks down there, and
Get him.
be on a golf course for 6 weeks working.
Get him. Get him. All right, guys, we're just letting a few more people in. We're going to start. Let me see. Yeah, we're about ready to start. So we'll be done at 1:30. What's up, Justin? I see you there, buddy. Good to see you. Hey, Cindy Baglietto. I said it, Baglietto. Don Peach is in the house. Tahoe, Tony, and Elizabeth. I love Elizabeth. How did you get her to marry you? You like way oversold the deal. You are smooth. Same with you, Pablo. You scored with.
I told her I knew you.
Yeah, sure. Kathy Gordon. Hi, Kathy. Good to see you. Clark and David. What's up, cuz? Joseph Heron. What's up, man? You look like you're just like in the driver's seat, baby. I like it. Got the headset on.
What's going on, guys?
Good to see you guys. Okay, so with that, we're going to get started. You guys ready? Okay, so the goal. Who knows the goal? The goal of the 1% Club is to hit a certain metric, to achieve something minimum, at a minimum for 2021. Who wants to unmute themselves and tell me what the goal is for this year? I'm going to go with Justin. Justin in Jacksonville, Florida, close to Jacksonville. Justin, what is the goal of the 1% Club? What are we doing here? Can Justin hear me?
Bear with me, Brent. I'm switching devices.
I waited till you walking through your house, man.
I didn't even hear that last part.
He's walking through his house. So I'm going to get him. Justin, what's the goal of this 1% Club? What are we trying to do this year? What are we trying to qualify for, Justin?
Hold on 1 sec.
You have a big house,
so
Justin.
goal-wise, I'm thinking I'm hearing your goal,
feet.
all right? So first off, Brent, I think from last week, it was get a wealth chart, right?
Yes.
Wealth chart. All right. So we got wealth chart there. All right.
Nice.
And then goals right here.
Nice.
All right. So goals for me, 20 agents and 100 in the organization.
Boom.
And going to Maui. That's the goal.
That's a goal for all of us. That's a goal. That's why we created the 1% Club. So you do what other people are unwilling to do, so that you'll live the way other people are not going to live. So that will make you a minimum 20 FLQA and 100 in your organization. Will make you a minimum of 6,000 a month, which is 72,000 a year. I think, well, that's nothing. We're big baller agents. Actually, I called Barry Mathis, had him run the numbers at 10%. It's like having $720,000 invested, simple math, 10%, 72,000 a year, 6,000 a month, almost $750,000. Now, CalPERS is not getting a 10% return. They get an 8% return. So if you run the numbers at 8%, it's like having $900,000 invested, except if you invest $750,000 or $900,000, guess what?
Stop just a second.
Hey, Jennifer Mitchell, you got to mute your mic, darling. You got to mute your
Sorry.
mic. That's okay. We're here there you go. So here's the deal. It's like having $900,000 invested, but if you're investing $759,000, you can lose it. You know what you're investing here? Everyone write this down. Your ego, just a cup of courage. You're investing a cup of courage. You got a cup of courage? Do you have gold bars or do you have a cup of courage? I want to know what you have. And so I had to go, you know what? If it's too tough for you, it's just right for me. I got this. I'm okay with rejection. I love people. I love them. See, the thing is, they're not rejecting me. Just no, not now, maybe down the road. So many people told me not now. I moved on. So many go, how do I get them in? Move on. But what do I say to them? Move on. So you can't hatch an egg until they want to be hatched. I moved on. They're like, oh my gosh, I think I'm ready now. And then they came. And every year I planted so many seeds. Every year, 20 people came to me and said, I'm ready now. I've actually sponsored 60 people since I stopped trying to sponsor people. I sponsored 2 more this week, but I planted seeds. I worked really hard 5 years ago. What did you do in real estate 5 years ago? Do you get paid for it today? Is it growing exponentially? Have you lost control of your income in a positive way? So those are some of the questions you want to ask yourself. So again, the goal is 20 FLQA, 100 in your group. What does that mean? Well, let's get here. Rob, as you know, runs my office. Oh, look what he put on my screen. How many of you are looking at my desk screen? You guys seeing this? Is anybody seeing this? Give me a thumbs up, wave at me.
Yes.
I can't see all of you. Wave at me if you can see it.
Yes, that's amazing.
We have picked the resort for Kapalua Maui Invitational. You hit 20 FLQA, haven't decided it's going to be October 1st or October 31st. You have to have 20 FLQA, 100 in your group, and you're coming here. This is the famous Sheraton Black Rock. The Ritz wasn't available, and if it was $5,000 a couple to set foot. $5,000 a couple to set foot on the Ritz. That's not your room. So it was really crazy. So the Sheraton Black Rock has room. This is Hotel Row. Whalers Village is a little ways down with Leilani's and hulas on the beach. There's live music. If you know Whalers Village, it's amazing. They got a Haagen-Dazs place. And then you go further, the Marriott, the Westin, the Hyatt, if you know Hotel Row. This is the very end. And they got the famous guy who every night runs out amongst these lava rocks. You're looking at the left and lights the tiki torches. Then he does a cliff dive into the dark ocean. It's like epic every night. So we will be here, and the dates are, drum roll. Now, this is tentative dates. I'll say it again. I want everyone to hear me. What are they, Brent? Tentative dates, but we have actually asked the resort to send us a contract. Are you ready for this? We had to get something that was at least 200, hopefully 300, and our dream was to get room for 400 of you at 20 and 100 FLQ, 400. And it's a tall order, but guess what? We got 400. So we have room for 400 to come to the Sheraton Black Rock. Like, well, that's beautiful, but I'd like to see more. Oh, you'd like to see more, you say? All right, well, let me see what I can do. Oops, made that. And let me try that. Ooh, wow, that looks pretty nice. I like the look of that. Oh, that looks nice. Oh, woo! Man, I want to sit in that chair. Give me, Rob. Give me that. This is the King Cabana suite. Every suite looks like this. Every room. Okay, I made that up. It's not true, but it's gonna be awesome. They all have great views. Chris Okamura's over there. I actually have goosebumps, man. This is the Sheraton Black Rock. There's the famous Black Rock. The guy runs out, dives in. You can dive in, chase him down. They have Maui gyms. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I'm in a Regis. I don't know what my neighbors think. They're like, it's like when Harry met Sally. All happened. Happened. But anyways, I don't know about you, but I don't think you'd really want to be in that swim up bar and having breakfast there and lunch. You wouldn't enjoy this. Oh, turtles, we got sea turtles, we got whales, we got everything. So here it is. Take a picture of that bad boy, the Sheraton Maui Resort and Spa. 400 of us. Glenn's going to be there. Michael Valdez is going to be there. The entire EXP board, anybody who's anybody. And so as a leader, you create events. You know how this happened? I looked at Stroop. I go, let's go to Maui, baby. I'm watching the golf tournament. I'm sitting there watching the PGA play golf. I go, why are we not in the most beautiful venue in the entire world? Why are we not there? I mean, the sky, look at the sky. Why are we not here hanging out with our kids? Why are we not going to Lewis? Why? Here's why, because we didn't set a goal. You can't hit a goal you don't have. And I want every one of you to be here. And this is what the 1% Club's about. It's about dreaming a little. So I hope you got some pictures. We are recording this and you can listen to me freak out later and have a good chuckle. Was that good? Wave at me if you like it. Is that? So come on, come on. Come on, I'm having fun if you're not. Yeah, we got some dancers. So here's the deal. Again, you got the dates, January 29th to February 5th. I come in a day or two early and stay a day or two later. This is the trip of a lifetime. Now, we're not paying for it. You'll be able to afford it, right? But we have room for 400 people. And you're going to, we'll probably do registration about 6 months in advance. So it's at the end of January. So that would probably be about August 1st. Right about when Builds will open up registration for this thing. You can't register until you have your back office shows 20 FLQA, not 19, 20, not 95, 100. It has to show 20 minimum FLQA. Now, some of you got 100, 150, 200, but you have 14 FLQA. Trust me, I've heard from you guys. You are motivated by this. You will do more to be here at this event and to golf at Kapalua with me and Chris Okamura and Tahoe Tony and Sandra Moreno and Lou and David Kurtz. You will do more. Fidel, I mean, look at Fidel. I love you, Fidel, man. Look at that hat. You're such a baller, man. I just want to go listen to jazz music in a park. I don't know. Go to Cuba, smoke a cigar. I don't know, but you just fire me up, dude. But so here's the deal. You will do more to be at this event, but do you understand? You can laugh at it. You're a big baller agent. $6,000 a month, I bet, makes everybody's house payment on this entire call. Literally, your house payment's being made by EXP by this January if you just, go do this thing. But you got to show us a picture of your back office. If anybody registers without the 20 and the 100, we're going to delete and push them out. So you're going to be safe. Nobody can register early. And if it oh man, what if I don't make it? Get going. FOMO, fear of missing out. Okay, enough said there. I actually have the pricing here, but Rob goes, it's still too early. Don't give them the pricing yet. So we know what the rooms cost. And we got a great deal on the rooms, share it, which is, you just don't get good deals in Maui. So we're excited about that, very affordable. And I want to dying to tell you some stuff. Rob's like, please don't say it. So I showed you the pictures. I got excited. I'm gonna have to save the goodness for next week or the week after when we get the contract. They're sending us the contract. So I've given you tentative dates. We got to sign it, get it back, and then I can give you concrete pricing. And we're letting Deb, here we go. Bam. Okay, we got Deb in. All right, so moving on. The mindset. So the mindset of this 1% Club is that you have a burning desire to get this done with EXP, to have an international organization. Listen to me. There are 73,000 agents. We're a $4 billion company. If 1,200 could become 73,000 in the last 5 years, what will 73,000 become in the next 5 years? Answer, 1 million agents. We're going to have 1 million agents, 5, 6, 7 years. It's going to happen. 900,000 are coming. And so you got to have a burning desire to want to be a part of that. There's a great saying by Dr. Dennis Waitley, need a 10, got a 10. You got this. Nothing but net. everyone I talk to loves me. Skip Ross, right? Everyone talks to loves me. They're going to sign up. When you go on a listing appointment, you think, oh man, it's not going to go well. You're like, I'm going to go in there. I'm going to smile. I'm going to walk the property. I'm going to build rapport. Then I'm going to show them, who I am, what my achievements are. So I have some credibility. Then I'm going to do the marketing plan. Then we're going to go with the home's worth. After they've built rapport with them, show them what a awesome agent I am and show them my marketing. Then I tell them what the home's worth. But you mentally prepay. I need you to mentally win at this. So the 1% Club actually officially starts this Monday coming up. You actually have 6 more days to like, I don't know what you're going to do, but you need to jump up and down. You need to like, it starts Monday. You're like, what do you mean it starts Monday? The work of the 1% Club, because the mindset is need a 10, got a 10. I got this. Everyone I know loves me. I love everybody. Think good. Let love emanate from your heart. Be bigger than life. Enter rooms. Every room you ever enter the rest of your life, you lift that room. Now I'm over exaggerating some things, but I'd like to think when I enter a room, I lift the room. But when I go to church, I'm trying to lift the church. When I go to my kids' school, I'm like, what are these school teachers doing? What's the principal doing? What are they teaching these kids? Is there some crazy agenda? Blah, blah, blah. My mindset's positive, loving, caring. How can I be a part of the solution, not the problem? I don't watch the news. You can watch the news. I don't watch the news. You're uninformed. I hear enough, right? It's bad, And so the other thing is I encourage you guys to do last week. If you don't have this book, it's a 2-night read or 1 night. It's called The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino. In here, he talks about mindset, overcoming great trials and tribulation, adversity. In the face of adversity, how do you respond? You must order this book on Amazon today if you don't have it. If you're in Roseville, come by my office. I got extra. I believe in the book. I got extra, man. I got books. Come on by. I'll give you a book. But you have to, they're like, I don't know, $9.99 a copy. I've bought probably 600 or 700 copies. It's like Halloween around here. I'm handing out candy, but the candy's mind candy. It'll change your life. Read that thing, man. I feel sorry for anyone who's not read that book. So as a part of the 1% Club, get that book, The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino. Get it, read it, and believe it, man. It's good. There's nothing weird. And we're gonna let Miguel in right there. Bam. Okay, one more. Okay, so that's one thing I want to say. Okay, so we have the mindset, burning desire to succeed. Man, I will until I'm going to do this. Need a 10, got it. Nothing but net. You're going to talk to someone. They're going to be excited. They're going to sign up. I'm going to move them to the next stop. You're more positive than they are negative. Write that down. You are more positive than they are negative. They can drag you to their side of the fence. Doubt, scared, skepticism. It's a pyramid. Is it sustainable? Blah, blah, blah. My manager says you guys don't have E&O insurance. You don't have E&O insurance, right? Our broker, really? And then I heard, that you guys are in, debt. Well, we have 100 million in the bank at all times. That's like the minimum. We keep 100 million in the bank account. We are debt free, and we're a $4 billion company. We are going to 40 billion. That's where we're going. We are going to 40 billion. Now, if, and it's a big if Coldwell Banker, Realogy, or Remax, or Keller Williams goes to 40 billion, that does nothing for the agents. Like zero, like nothing. Do you guys get this? This is a big deal. We are one team. It is a rising tide rises all ships. Every single person in these Zoom boxes, you do well, everybody in these boxes benefits from you doing well. And if you do well, everybody in these boxes benefit from you doing well, because I make the company more valuable. You make the company more valuable. Chris Okamura, he just hit 800 agents in his organization. Everyone give Chris a hand. That is awesome. He's coming up on 1,000. It's awesome. He's making the company more valuable. I know Tahoe, Tony, and Elizabeth, they're coming up on 100. Give them a hand. Woohoo! Awesome job. We are all making this company more valuable. Cindy Baglietto, get to know her. She's amazing. She's making, and so our success, it's different. It's different than anything I've been a part of. Matthew Stewart, I don't know how big his group is, but are you, where are you, Matthew? You coming up on 100 or something?
135 today.
Yep,
with
already
a bunch
give
of stuff
Matthew.
coming on.
Matthew's making this company more valuable, and he's planning on adding a zero and going to 1,300. 135 is awesome. Simone and Pablo, they are vagabonds. They are gypsies. They washed up on our backyard in Palmas del Mar right after Christmas. Going, yeah, let's go to Puerto Rico. Let's see if we can find Jean and Susan and Veronica and Brent and all that. And I see them. I throw them the keys to my golf cart. Take it. For days they drove around in a golf cart because you don't drive a car in Palmas. There's 5,000 people, but everyone takes the golf cart. It's so fun to take the golf carts. And now they live in Palmas. And how many you got in your group? Do you guys have 100 in your group? I know how many you have in your group. How big's your group now?
We're just about 300.
Give them a
296.
hand. Simone and Pablo make the company. Your stock is going this direction because of Simone and Pablo. Wait a minute, the stock hasn't done so good this winter. Nobody's done that well this winter. It's a market correction. It is such a, we're going to boom. Your revenue shares checks, every one of you, they're going to double, triple, and quadruple by April. They will either double if they're large. Mine's going to double by April. It will double. And some of you, it's going to triple and quadruple because you're smaller and yours can triple and quadruple. Been there every year. See what happened was my first year, my revenue share check in that I got paid for February closings that I got paid in March was 10 grand. The one I got in April it was 9 grand. The one I got in April was 27 grand. It tripled in 30 days. I'll say it again, from 9 grand to, well, but did it drop back down? Nope. It went 29, maybe 26, 25, then it shot up to 28, then 33, 34, then back to 27, then up to 29. And it bounced around between kind of 27 to 33,000 until that following December. But I was serious. This 1% club, I lived it. I'm not asking you to do anything I didn't do. I built the dream board. So I'm going to call on a few of you right now. And if someone didn't do it, this is not about embarrassing anyone, but I really did want to like put the pickle to you a little bit. So Simone and Pablo, it looks like behind you is the vision board. Good job. Awesome. Matthew Stewart, do you have a wealth chart up? Do you got one in there? I see his vision board, so I wasn't as nice to Matthew. I made him, I know, there it is over there. Okay, let's go with, now Tahoe, Tony, and Elizabeth. It looks like you're in your car, so you're not able to show me, but he actually gave me a shot. He built a war room. And what he did is they own horse property and they have a barn. And he literally, remember I said, kick your kids out? He kicked a horse out and he turned a stall, sheetrocked it, put in a window, a door, and the poor horse got kicked out. And now he showed me the whole war room. So don't report him to the SPCA or whatever. Who else wants to show? How about Justin? Oh, Justin already showed us. How about, let's go with Joseph. I'm just going to call on a few of you. Joseph, what do you got for us? You got a vision board? You got, what do you got?
I got a vision board and also our goal board. This is going to be all of our recruits that we have right now, which we have about 50 up there. And then I actually have it based on quarterly, so sub goals throughout to make sure that we're hitting on them. We can reassess. On the opposite side, we're going to go our mission and how we're going to be able to get there. We articulated that's going to be for Vincent Miglorino and Alexander Pryor as well. For both of them, they have the rest of this with them along with our yellows.
Awesome. Did you do the yellow notepad? Will you draw it out on a yellow notepad, the bubbles and all that like you saw?
Not sure if you guys can see my bubbles or anything. It's kind of on multiple sheets here, but we are converting it, getting it all on.
Good. Get it on one sheet like this. So there it is. There it is. Simone and Pablo. Everyone look at Simone and Pablo. Put it back, Simone. Have it on one sheet that you can look at a stoplight, at a stop sign. Show me your notepads. So those of you that did it. Chris, look at Okamura. Okamura did it, man. It took him 5 years. He said it only took me 5 years, but I did it. Cindy Baglietto, look at that. And it helps. Oh, Trish, I see it, Trish. But you did squares. I love it. You're like the engineer. Trish is like, I am not doing bubbles. I'm doing squares. I'm looking at a lot of your stuff. Awesome. I told you I'd ask. Some of you are driving. You can't show it to me. Good, good, good. War rooms. Who else wants to show me a war room? You have a war room. You have the vision board. You have the dream board. You have Trish. Okay, Trish, I saw a hand down there. Trish and Trish Caballero, let's see your war room. Can you turn it around? You're muted, we can't see. But there it is. Okay, so you got a wealth chart. That's one piece. Where's the dream board? You got to have a dream board in the war room.
We got it, baby.
All
We got
right.
it.
It's a good start. It needs to be bigger. The dream has to be bigger than the fear. I'll say it again. The dream has to be bigger than the fear. Go ahead.
We're working on 3 other boards, so that's just one of the boards right now.
I love it. Entire wall.
Did you
Good.
show the wealth chart?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And don't forget the yellow notepad. Don't forget you got the wealth chart, the vision board, the yellow notepad. Good.
I
All right.
got the list. I'm working on the board for the events. I got the wealth chart. I got the vision board, and 3 more boards are going to go with that.
Awesome. Who else wants to, good job, Trish. Go ahead and mute your mic. Who else wants to show me your war room? If you took the time to build one. Rich Hendrickson, I see a hand up. Let's see it, Rich. Lay it on me, baby.
See this picture? That's my war room board right there. Got a map. I took pictures of it because I'm not in my war room right now. So I got that. That's my war room board. And then I've got my wealth chart, which is right on the door there. I don't know if you can see that.
Okay.
And then this is a motivational quotes board that I have, which is separate from my vision board.
So this is all up in your office or in a bedroom or something?
It's all in my war room, which is my office at my house.
Sweet.
Yep. And I've got the yellow notepad with sideways with all the agents on it.
Sweet. I'm going to do a couple more, Rich. Thank you. Hit your mute mic. Who else wants to show me? David Kurtz is spinning around his war room. I think he showed us last week. You got vision, goals, financial goals, the whole models. Good for you, David Kurtz. Anybody else want to show me?
Absolutely.
Who? What do you got, Russ?
Russ, well, I am in a 5th wheel for the month of February.
Nice.
So I've been out traveling when you assigned this. So we come in here. We got the wealth chart. We got the new, we did this last night because we didn't have it with us. So we got the new dream board.
Good.
Yellow pad, whiteboard.
Okay, now remember the yellow pad should not be, and that's good. It shouldn't be on the wall. It's something you bring with you to breakfast.
Yes, I just
bring
have it
to
on the
lunch,
table.
Bring it to dinner. Okay, good.
Yeah.
And you're looking at and you're going, oh my gosh, I got this event. I got to call people. Who else wants to show me? I got time for
Thanks, buddy.
anybody. And
I did.
Cindy's been with.
Yes. So I'm at my cabin in Broken Bow, Oklahoma. So I brought my war room with me. I got to flip it. Okay.
Did you say broken boat?
Broken Bow, Oklahoma. Second fastest growing Airbnb market in the nation.
Love
It's
it.
beautiful out here. But anyways, I wanted to show you this because I have to show everybody so I make it happen.
Oh, anybody
I don't know.
competitive out there? She's just putting it on record. She wants rookie of the year. So some of you are nodding your head. You got some. By the way, I have heard from people that they literally told me, here's what they said. They go, I want the most improved. What do I got to do to get the most improved? Literally somebody in the hallway goes, tell me what I need to do. I said, I'll know it when I see it. I'm just going to know it when I see it. He's like, give me a number. I can't give you a number. Other people said they want the Quantum Leap Award. That maybe like Simone and Pablo, they're coming up on, I think they said 300, maybe they go to 900. That would be a quantum leap, and so some of you want the quantum leap. It'd be like Chris over here having 800 and going to 1800 and getting his FOQAs, forget 20, he goes up to like 30, 35, so we're talking about some quantum leaps. Other people want the coach's pick. That you don't have to mow my lawn or bring me coffee. I don't even know what that is, but I'm going to know. It might be someone going through a hardship, somebody who fights cancer this year and is able to come through it and then do this at the same time. Maybe they're going through a really personal hard time with family. So there's rookie of the year, most improved, quantum leap, coaches. Okay, we're going to move on from there. Miguel, good to see you, buddy. You're looking good there. I see you. Okay, so moving on. The mindset, a burning desire to see the work. The work starts this Monday. So we're on the home stretch here. It starts this Monday. You have to. This is not a get to. You have to meet somebody for a coffee at a title company or a mortgage company in their conference room their office or your office. You don't get to do Starbucks or Pete's. You don't need to get to a good restaurant. It's a controlled environment, and you're going to press play and you're going to have them watch the modelexplain.com. This is where the rubber meets the road. Tony Robbins says, if you're in your head, you're dead. I'll say it again. If you're in your head, you're dead. What is that? Someone's shown us an article about Mark Willis. I can't read it. What does that say?
Says he's coming to EXP, baby. In the news right
Mark
now. Inman
Willis!
just came out with it, Brent. We've been waiting for this.
So for those of you that don't know, I've known since last December, but we hired Mark Willis, the #1 most famous CEO of Keller Williams of all time. We paid him big bucks, unashamedly. You know, when you get Nick Saban makes a ton of money, baby. You know, Pete Carroll makes a ton of money. John Wooden, you get a great coach, right? Remember Walsh from the 49ers? We hired the guy who built Keller Williams, and he gave a stamp of approval. He goes, I think EXP is great. His 6-year non-compete's up with Keller Williams in December. It is now, we went through January, February, and Mark Willis is going to be the next president of EXP, man. And so a lot of you have asked, hey, what's up with Stacy? Amazing human being, lover. She ran our brokers in statewide. And, you know, she had a job and she had a career, and somebody offered her a big, huge check for her retirement, for her future. And she's not doing what we're doing. And so she took it, and good for her. It was a big deal. And I say good for her. And I'm proud of her. I left her the most warm and gracious message and told her how grateful I am for all the help she's given me for 5 years. And I mean it. And a lot of you should do the same thing. Don't you dare be mad at her. You don't know her situation financially. You don't know how big that check was. And so I think if Gary offered you a big check, you might think, oh, geez, what do I do? You know, and you can pick on her and said she made the wrong decision. You know what? If she believes that was the right decision for her, I support her. I bless her. I love her. And I hope you guys workplace chat her and just tell her how grateful you are for her and what an amazing person. If she's helped you, whatever she's done, I certainly did that. We went back and forth, and it's all good. But they wanted to take a statement at us. You know, you're a pawn for our castle. You know, you're queen for our king. Whatever they made a move, a preemptive strike, because this has been done since December. But there's some things Mark has to do some things because he owns 20% of Keller Williams Canada. He's got to divest himself. So it's going to be months before he can actually work in that role. But there's a news article. So there you go, Lou. I've had my mouth shut since December. I've known this since December. I was with Mark Willis in I won't disclose the location, but I've been hanging with him. So very exciting. And all the ex-OPs, team leaders, regional directors, people that know him, love him. They're just like, oh my gosh. And
hey, Brent, that's why you said 1 million agents. You already knew.
Yep, I already knew. Well, I've been talking about 1 million agents for a year. So, but yes, I did. So the work starts Monday morning. You're going to somehow, somewhere, someplace, you're going to show someone the model explained. By the way, they don't have to be in real estate. Vincent St. Louis, who now has coming up on 500 agents and brokers, and he's semi-retired on a ranch in Utah with no financial worries. He's didn't know anything about real estate, but he was positive with good energy. A friend of mine, I said, you need to look at this. He's like, I want nothing to do with real estate. I go, just shut up and watch it. I love you, man. You can tell your friends to shut up and watch it. So he's like, okay. And he watches it. He's like, can I get a license? I'm like, no one's going to stop you. You see how many agents I know? How many is I know like 20 or 30. He went out and signed up 25 of them. And then they threw up hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. So you could show this Monday to someone not in real estate. And guess what they'll do? Vincent went, hustled, and got his license. You could show it to someone Tuesday who's not in real estate. They're the general manager of a Taco Bell. By the way, one of the most successful lenders in the nation, built a multi-billion-dollar lending company, got his personal assistant from the drive-through window at Taco Bell. She was so perky, so sharp, so amazing. He's like, I don't know what they're paying you here. Here's my card. You don't know me, but I'm very successful in the world of lending. You call me. I'd be willing to talk to you. The interview went so well, he hired her as a personal assistant. She's worked for him for like 7 years. She makes like 150,000 a year as his personal assistant. I'm telling you, there are sharp people at Nordstrom's, sharp people at the Hyatt, the Four Seasons. It doesn't have to just, because if Vincent brought me, and I helped him, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of agents who did great stuff. So don't just think real estate, okay? But yes, and then if you're gonna think real estate, unless there's stars north, I'm just telling you, if you want to copy what I did, raise your hand if you want to copy what I did. When I met new agents, I didn't walk, I ran. Say no to drugs. If they need it, now if they go, I just want to attract agents, then I would talk to them. Vincent didn't want to sell. He goes, do I have to sell? I go, I prefer that you don't. Do you know if you're a team leader for Keller Williams, they don't allow you to sell. They want you to build the company. And so the problem is when you get a new agent that needs to sell because they have mortgage and they have rent, they have a lease payment, car and a family, they're so focused on the tyranny of the urgent. Write that down. The tyranny of the urgent. What's that? I got bills to pay that I gotta learn MLS. I gotta know what disclosures are. And they're not, and then they take your time. They're time, write this down. Time burglars. Write it down. They're time burglars. It's like, right. It's like the cat burglar. And I love them. Don't you love it? I love new agents. I spend my life with new agents. It's just time consuming. And for me, you gotta, like I've said this before, Motel 6 knows who their customers are. The Holiday Inn knows their target demographic. The Marriott knows theirs. The JW Marriott, the Marriott Residence Inns knows theirs. Their customer base is different from the JW Marriott, much higher schedule, 5-star. The Hyatt knows their customer base, the Westin, the Ritz-Carlton, the Four Seasons, the Ritz-Carlton, the Four Seasons being some of the most amazing in the world. Everybody knows their customer base. Let me ask you a question. What's yours? Write that down right now. Who is my customer base? Who is my target demographic? Now, for me, if you want to do what I did, I set a rule. I'm not talking to them unless they sell 10 homes a year. Because someone who's already selling 10 homes a year has friends who typically sell 10 homes a year, 15 and 20. They're all cappers. In other words, everybody was a capper. You could actually lower it now to about 6 or 7 homes a year. If you're in LA or San Francisco, 2 homes you cap, right? But you want people, new agents have friends that are new and they have people that are new. And then you got 50 to 100 agents that are new and they're taking your time, they're time burglars and you have no revenue share. So be smart. If you have 100 people, you want 100 people who are new, who need to learn about the MLS and purchase contracts and counteroffers and disclosures and VA loans and FHA loans and blah, blah, surveys and wells and septic and roof and electrician and home inspectors, blah, 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 all that stuff, staging and photography and marketing. It's a lot. Or 100 agents who sell at least 10 homes a year. You tell me which group is going to take less of your time and explode exponentially. Why did I grow exponentially? Because I was purposeful. It's low-hanging fruits talking to that. Well, Brent, you said to talk to people who aren't even in real estate. Yes, listen to me. Vincent rode around on Lear jets. Vincent has tasted success. I knew he had it in him. He had fire in his belly. So if you talk to somebody who's not in real estate, make sure they're like Matthew Stewart. Matthew Stewart, if you don't know him, he's got fire in his belly. It's a flipping stud. He is a grinder like nobody's business. And Vincent St. Louis is a grinder. I'm a grinder. I'm a plow grinder. People don't know I'm grinding though. They just see me. Hey, I love you. Come here, get on. But deep down, I'm a grinder. I am an absolute grinder. And that's some of your magic. So the work starts this Monday. Monday morning, you're showing that thing to somebody. Tuesday morning, you're showing it to somebody. Wednesday morning and Thursday morning. You're not allowed to show it in the afternoons or the evenings. People are distracted. Their heart's doing this. I mean, I'm just telling you right now, I did it in the mornings. Do it in the mornings. Now, Valentine's coming up. Don't get me wrong, but I want you to do it in the mornings, okay? Get out and show some of your laughs. I couldn't help myself. Do it in the mornings. Get out there and meet people for coffee, buy them breakfast, but take their orders, bring some food, break bread with them, their conference room, your conference room, Ed or Regis. Don't give me this, well, I don't have an office. You have a Regis nearby. I don't have one. Well, do you have a Keller Loft? They look just like a Regis. Do you have an RJM? They're just like Regis's. There are other hubs. There are 3 business hubs in Roseville where I am. I don't even know the name. It's like this guy, he just opened 3 and they're beautiful. Go buy a membership at his thing for $50. Well, I don't have that either. I live in a small town of 40,000 people. Call your State Farm agent, get a desk and use this conference room. Meet me at Bob's State Farm. He's got a beautiful conference room. I'm bringing breakfast, orange juice, coffee, mocha, latte, some food, make it fun, and then press play. Well, I got to work on my presentation skills. I did not presentate. Isn't that a good word? I did not presentate. Do not presentate. I pressed play. Rob Flick did the presentations. He presentated all over my guests and they liked it. And I signed up 25 in 5 months and 42 in 10 months. And it just exploded. I was the first person ever did it. Why? Because I'm a little crazy. I am like a dog with a bone. Every single morning I did that. And then when I did that afternoon, listing appointments. I did that afternoon, kept deals together. I did that afternoon a counteroffer. I did that afternoon the disclosures, explain to my clients. They came in. I did real estate all day. And then in the afternoons, I would do a follow-up, maybe one at 3 and one at 5. I do, hey, you got 5 or 10 minutes, Simone and Pablo? I'd love for you to meet my sponsor, Sheila. Hey, Don Peach, you got 5 or 10 minutes? You gotta meet Rob Flick. That was a jet pilot. Hey, Tahoe Tony, you got 5 or 10 minutes? You have to meet Gene Frederick. Let me tell you Gene Frederick's story. #1 team leader, like 10 times in 19 years in the world for Keller Williams. One of the most special people. I don't say he makes more money than anyone. He's the #1 income earner in the company. Please don't ever say that about anyone. That is a very unattractive statement. Please don't ever introduce me as the #1 company earner. He's the #1 guy at EXP. That's a terrible thing to say. Brent changed my life. He has helped me so much. He's a special guy. You got to meet. People want to meet that person. You know, Peggy, you got to meet Peggy. She's amazing. I look at her. I love Peggy. She's made such a difference in my life. Everybody loves her. She came from Keller Williams. She's at EXP now. She's going to help you. You got to meet Sandra Moreno. If you have not met Sandra, she was a business broker. She's one of the smartest people I know. Sandra helped me build my company to over 400 sales a year. I would not have done it without Sandra. Way better than Sandra. And she's amazing. And so you got to learn how to introduce people. Like, think about it before you say it. And people are like, okay, I want to meet that. And so I did a couple 5 or 10 minute appointments in the afternoons. And then next morning, and then what happens is all of a sudden I'm sponsoring 5 people a month, and 5 months went by, I sponsored 25. You guys are thinking, how am I going to sponsor 25 in the next 5 months? Stop. Show this to someone Monday. Just do that. And then show it to someone Tuesday. Then show it to someone Wednesday. Then show it to someone Thursday. And if you can, double up. I didn't do Fridays because I golfed. I went golfing today. Don't ask James who won. Anyways, okay, so here's the deal. That's it. That is the work. The mindset, burning desire to succeed. The work, I just showed you the work. 33-minute video, not that tough. Drink coffee, eat a little food. Drink coffee, eat a little food. Break a little bread. Do a little dance. Get down tonight. Okay, now, so the plan. So here's the plan. The plan, what day are you going to make the outbound calls? This will not happen. So I did Wednesdays from 2 to 5 p.m. Fridays from 2 to 5 p.m. I did not take listings. I did not show property. I didn't do anything Fridays, 2 to 5 p.m. other than call potential agents or people I knew whose compass was, their star was north. Their star was north. And I called them and they said, no, thank you. I easily showed this to 25 to 30 people every month, and 20 to 25 said no. I just didn't obsess on that. I got excited about Chris Okamura because he said yes. I got excited about Clark Broom because he said yes. I got excited about people like Lou and Tahoe Tony and Trish Caballero because they said yes. Miguel, I got excited about the yeses. Justin said yes. You guys think about the no's. Don't think about the no's. Love them, but man, and you go, they're coming. They'll come down the road. They just haven't had enough pain. They got Sean Work was no for a few years. Hey, Sean, how you doing? You know, it's nice to him. And then he came. Yes, Pablo raised his hand. I see it.
Brent, I've been making calls now for the last week and a half, like hardcore. I am getting a lot of, Simone, thank you. Talk to me in the spring or the late in the spring, early summer, because I'm slam busy. The market's hot. What's the objection handler to that?
No problem, no problem. I will talk to you this spring, this summer. Never argue with them. In the meantime, would you look at a short business briefing for me? I'd like to get your opinion on it, and then we'll talk next summer.
Okay.
And stop talking. And they're gonna go, okay, and go, great. Next week, you're always asking for next week. I called Friday, next week. By the way, does anyone have a set time that you call right now and would be willing to share it with everybody in the group? Is it Monday? Is it Sunday night? Is it, Simone, what day do you call? Or is it days?
Yeah, I have a 2-hour block and it's 4 days a week, Monday to Thursday.
Okay, she committed way more than I did. I'm like, I'm putting pressure on myself to make these calls. Fridays from 2 to 5. And then I made appointments for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the following week. Occasionally I had an appointment because I'm doing this week after week. Sometimes I had an appointment at 7 and another one at 8 or another one at 9, 7 and 9 or 7:30. And sometimes they just could never do mornings because they have their kids and they're this and that, but they go, I'll meet you for lunch. I'll meet you for, dinner. But those was the exception, not the rule, because you need them focused and need their phone on airplane mode, Anybody else want to share time real quick as we wrap this up that you have set aside to make outbound calls?
I do it in the morning. I figure that way they're not busy yet.
Do you have set time, Lou? Do you have a set time that you do it specifically?
10 o'clock.
10 a.m.?
Mm-hmm.
And is there a certain day or is it every day?
Every day. I try to talk to 5 people a day.
Yeah. You're grinders. That's awesome. I only did it 1 day a week. You get 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. And there's the 2, 10, 40, talk to 2 people a day, 5 days a week, 10 a week, 40 a month. And I pretty much showed it to 25 to 30 to get 5 and then 5 a month. And all of a sudden 5 months, you'll all have 25. You got to do the work. I'm going to ask everybody on this call next week. I'm going to go through randomly picking people. Like I'm going to go, Miguel, what day do you make outbound calls? I'm going to ask you, Jennifer Mitchell, I'm going to say, and by the way, I see your dream board behind you. I'm going to say, what day do you make your outbound calls? Justin, I'm going to ask you, David Kurtz, Clark Broom, Peggy, I'm going to ask you. All you have to do is decide in the next 2 or 3 days today, I'm going to do it Sunday. I've had people tell me Sunday nights are the best. They found Sunday nights between 6 and 9. Everybody's home. They're kind of in a good mood. They're willing to chat. They're kind of just fried, done. Yeah, what do you got? And they had great success Sunday nights. About the other people, it's Wednesday mornings because everyone's just kind of middle of the week. They're kind of everything's not the weekend. And for me, it was Fridays. I loved Fridays 2 to 5. That was my time, 2 to 5, 3 hours. So I'm going to ask you next week. Okay, so you know the plan. And then that's the plan. Finally, I'm ending with this, and I went over. I'm just guilty. February 24th. It is the lead generation workshop here in PCAR, Placer County Board of Realtors. You need one where you live. Set it up. I set up mine. Glenn did not call me and say, can I set up a lead generation workshop for you in Rockland? Marguerite didn't call me. Michael Valdez didn't call me. I said, I'm doing this. I need you, a leader. I'm telling you right now, Joseph Heron and John Liu, you guys need to set one up in your areas. Now, some of you in this area, Fidel, you need to set up master lead generation workshop. And then you get speakers. I did not know who the speakers were until 5 days ago. You want to hear my speakers? I have Rick and Casey Jiha hosting it. He's owned 7 Keller Williams. He does $45 million a year with his eyes closed. He's a master faculty trainer. He's going to host it, and he's going to do one 30-minute segment. Then I have some other complete and total losers. I mean losers. Aaron Rawls is going to be one of our speakers. He makes $100,000 a month selling real estate. Every month he makes $100,000. Every single month he nets $100,000. Spends no money on lead gen. He makes $100,000 a month. Total loser, complete loser. And he's going to be there teaching how he does this. Now you could listen or not. Now, I would tell my friends at Remax and Realty One and HomeSmart, when's the last time you got to hear a guy who makes $100,000 a month, like clockwork? Oh, I want to come to your deal. Do the deal. I'll help you get speakers in your areas. You just ask people. Joseph Joey Satriano is like, I'm doing an event in Tahoe. Who do I get? I said, call Sean Kokoska. Sean came in. Krista Mayshore, she came up from the Bay Area, charged him nothing. 2 world-class speakers. You guys can do this. I didn't pay Rick Geha. I'm not paying Aaron Rolls. And the last speaker's from Reno. This guy's named Chris Nevada. He got to Reno 4 years ago. Brand new, doesn't know anybody. Last year, he closed $287 million, 697 transactions his 4th year. He is speaking, complete loser. Doesn't know a thing about real estate. And of course, I'm joking, I'm kidding, but I'm telling people, how many people you know that 4 years ago started in Sacramento that closed 697 homes last year? No REO accounts. He understands lead generation. By the way, he wanted to use Nevada in his marketing. He's in Reno, Nevada, and they go, you can't do it. And he goes, why not? He goes, because it has to have your name. And his name is Chris something. And he goes, so if I changed my name to Nevada, I can do it? I go, yeah, right. He goes, no, seriously, if my last name was Nevada, like if I legally changed my name, I could do it? And they're like, well, yeah, we couldn't stop you. He changed his name. His name is now Nevada. It's Chris Nevada. It's like a wrestling name or something, you know, WWMA, whatever. Well, that's kind of crazy. Yes. This is your freedom we're talking about here. This is your life. Now, I'm not saying you should become Matthew California. I'm not saying you should do that. I don't personally think his last name is why he closed Nevada, is why he did 697. I don't think, but I'm just showing you how mentally unstable the guy is. I say that fun, I'm kidding. But you got to be a little cray-cray. Why do we love Mel Gibson in the movie Braveheart? Because he painted his face white and blue and he's crazy. Why do we love him in Die Hard? He gets that wild look in his eyes. And then Bruce Willis. Why do we love Bruce Willis? He's the crazy look. Why do we love Denzel Washington? Because he crosses over Nicolas Cage. You need to cross over to the wild side. Why do you love James Stroop? Look at him. He's over there. Look at him. He's crazy. Look at him. He's crazy. Come on, man. Have some fun. And make it fun. Throw a barbecue, invite people over. You know, do stuff. Do something, man. Anyways, I love you guys. Next week, I'm going to drink more coffee, get a little more fired up here. And I love you all. I love you. I want you to make it. And I'm not stopping you, Glenn. Sanford isn't stopping you. The market is not stopping you. You are stopping you. Alex, Vincent, you guys are the problem and the solution. Russ, Tony, Lou, Joseph, you guys, Rich, Miguel, Rick Violette, you got your name there. Steve Evans, I see you. Jennifer, David, Justin, I see you guys. You are the solution. You're also the speed bump. It's nobody else. And that's exciting because you can change. You can dig deep. You can fail with velocity. Write that down. Just quickly get it over with and get good. Quit sucking at this thing. Do it 2, 3, 4 times a day. Do it till you're good. You're like, ooh, that was good. I wish I videotaped that. Man, that was good. You haven't sucked hard long enough to be good. You don't deserve it. I'm going to write a book, right? What should I call it, man? I got the right name. Say stupid stuff a lot in a short period of time so you start saying good stuff. That is the absolute key. I don't care what it is. I could sell stocks and bonds. I could sell diamonds. I could sell commercial real estate. I could sell anything because what I'm going to do, I know pharmaceutical sales, medical equipment, spas. I'm going to say stupid stuff, like a lot, often, dumb stuff. I'm going to do it in a very short period of time with velocity. And guess what? Pretty soon you quit saying stupid stuff. And you're like, ooh, that was good, man. Boom, nailed it. Because when I say it like this and I change my voice, they don't listen to the words. What's the script? What's the script? They listen to the music. It's your passion. It's your empathy. You care about them. Like some people don't believe you care. I care. I care. Like I'm going for it every week on this 1% Club. Oh, I care. I do care. But some of you people aren't buying it from you. Like I can't sponsor people. They don't till they know how much you care. Then they care about what you know. Are you praying? Get on your knees, pray to God, do what you got to do, meditate, whatever it is, right? Anyways, okay, I did an hour. I promised you 30 minutes. I just couldn't do less. I love you guys. Go out there, get them. We'll see you next Tuesday. What am I doing next Tuesday? Is that Valentine's Day? Are we
Monday.
allowed to do one of these?
I love you going over.
No, it's Monday.
Yeah, you're
Tuesday's
you.
the-
Tuesdays, it's
No.
today's Tuesday. We do this every
Tuesday's the
Tuesday at one.
15th.
That's Valentine's Day.
Well, the next day, yeah.
No, Valentine's Day is Tuesday, right? Is next Tuesday
No, it's
Valentine's Day?
Monday.
No, Valentine's Day is
That's
Monday.
Oh my
Monday.
God,
It
get
is.
it together.
Boom, then I can do this.
All
I got
right.
my Valentine's shirt on already. So we will do it because it's not, I don't like doing stuff on the 4th of July and Thanksgiving, and Christmas and that kind of thing. Valentine's Day is like a big deal. It is. And so go love somebody. If you're a single guy, just love people. If you're a single gal, go love people. You can feel sorry for yourself because you don't have a date. Maybe you don't have a date, or you can just go love people and just be amazing. And then you won't be depressed because it's better to give than to receive. And just go make, like today, I gave my waitress at that place you left, Stu.
Yeah.
She hugged me 2 different times. She just grabbed me and hugged me. She was a big woman. Like I was like, and I'm telling you what.
She was tall.
She was tall. James said she actually was tall. I mean, she was taller than me, and she just grabbed me and wrapped me up. And because I could do it, I go, I'm gonna do something awesome for her. She's been through divorce. She's just waiting tables. And so go love people. We'll see you next Tuesday at 1:30 Pacific, 4:30 Eastern, 5:30 Atlantic. I'll be back in Puerto Rico. We'll see you there. Love you guys. Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thanks, Brent. See ya.
Thanks, Brent.
Bye, guys. Happy Valentine's Day.
Bye, everybody.
Happy
Bye.
Valentine's. Bye. Good to see you. Good to see you.